What up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is BizMatik, and I'm back with another one for y'all, man. We're gonna shift gears a little bit, we're gonna I'm taking y'all to the 80s now. I love the 70s, man, dope era, but we gotta rock out with some 80s too. We gotta mix it up a little bit, right? This time around, it's Simple Minds with Don't You Forget About Me, alright? I don't know anything about Simple Minds, and the thing I'm gonna say about the 80s, I know for a fact I'm gonna recognize most of the hits in the 80s just because movies, right? We all love 80s movies, and 80s probably had the most anthems out of all the eras, right? And they're abused in commercials, they're abused in movies, they're abused just everywhere in TV shows. But let's go ahead and listen. Good vocals. Classic 80s sound.
Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out. And love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When a light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way, never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, 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 down. Don't you try and pretend.
Damn, I love that. I heard this before. I think they used this in Stranger Things. I think they used this song in Stranger Things. This song sounds very familiar. Yo, that's what I like about the 80s, man. To me, everybody in the 80s, not everybody. Everybody just sound like Billy Joel to me. I think it's because Billy Joel was probably like the first one I ever reviewed. Just like, don't you not Billy Joel, the other guy. The guy that sang Rebel Yell. The guy, who's the guy that sings Rebel Yell? It's not Billy Joel. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I'm sure y'all gonna let me know in the comment section. But yeah, everything about this is dope, man. Like I said, the 80s, I feel like the 80s is very easy to recognize the songs that are from the 80s. They just have this certain like DNA to them. It's very noticeable. Like the 80s music are so distinct, yo. 80s was such a weird, when I say weird, when people think weird, they think bad. No, like dramatically different. The 80s was a dramatically different decade. Like, they was thinking a lot about the future. But they were I don't know. It was just different, all right? They have this series on Netflix where it takes you back to all the different decades, like the 70s, 60s, 80s, 2000s, and all that stuff. Out of all of them, yo, the 80s was just like the most experimental one. I'll say late 70s, 80s, the most experimental like decade. Like the 80s was, I would love to have been there, man. It was just a different era. Like music-wise, I think I would have rather lived in the 70s, music wise. But if they added hip hop to it, if they added hip hop to the 70s, I would have rather lived in the 70s. And I think hip hop was out in the 70s, but it wasn't popular. It was like really, really underground. And I would have rather lived in the 70s. But as far as like having a good time and just being alive, like I think I would want to visit the 80s. I don't know. The 60s look boring. The 60s, I'm not gonna lie to you, the 60s look boring as shit. But which decade would you have rather lived in? Well, a lot of y'all have lived through pretty much all of them, but I'm just saying, which decade would you want to like be stuck in? I think I don't know. It would have to be between the 70s and the 80s. You feel me? So let's listen.
It's my feeling will win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses. Vanity, insecurity. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on by, will you call my name? As you walk on by, will you call my name? When you walk away, or will you walk away? Will you walk on by? Come on, call my name. Will you call my name?
What's that movie they watch?
I say la 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 la
When you walk on by, and you call my name, don't you? Oh, Billy Idol. Billy Idol, I got it. Just came to my head. Billy Idol. Yeah, Billy Idol. Most of them sound like Billy Idol to me. Billy Idol super dope, man. I need to do more Billy Idol. That's what I need to do, man. But yeah, this was dope. Dope, man. Shouts to the Simple Minds. I'm sure they have other hits. They just look like regular guys just jamming out, man. I love that. Y'all know that about me. I love when like rock stars just look like regular people. I love that. I love that. But dope songs. Dope song. Y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. And if you're new here and you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. That'll be dope. Like the video. And y'all let me know what else is next from Simple Minds, or what else is next from the 80s. Because, you know, I love the 80s. I love the 80s. Let's see. Yeah, for my OG triple OGs, man, I do have a second channel. Link is in the description. Go subscribe to that. That would be dope. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. And guess what? Y'all better be there. Don't forget about me.